hey, Chris, we're going to talk about the FCC. ISPs. That means Internet Service Provider.
What's FCC?
Federal Commission of Communication.
There we go. These are things we need to know, people.
Or is it backwards? I don't know.
I don't know, whatever.
You put me on the spot. I think I did pretty well.
So now that we got that out
FCC.
of the way. FCC, my friends.
Not the UFC.
No. The UFC is nice. The FCC is not so nice.
What?
At least not right now. It was good.
Well,
it was good a couple years ago.
Hold on. Nothing's
Not so
been
much
passed.
Not yet. So that's what we need to talk about because there's a pretty big vote coming up on December 14th. So that's like in a week from now, for when this is being recorded, everybody.
Who's voting?
Congress and whoever else is in charge of the government and
Maybe
everything.
Senate.
Maybe Senate, yeah.
Of the government.
Yes.
We know what we're talking about.
So what are we talking about? We're talking about net neutrality.
Yes.
So, just to give people that have no idea what it is, net neutrality is basically what gives you the options of when you go onto the internet, you can go to any website you want and it will be at the same speed. So, if you go to Facebook, you go to YouTube, you go to Twitter, it doesn't matter. It's all being brought to you at the same speed or similar speed. You're not getting throttled. You're not getting told you can't go to this site.
People, don't use lingo like that. Throttled?
Throttled being...
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Well, that's good. Then I'll explain. Throttling is when your internet service provider, or more likely, since it hasn't been this way for a couple of years, let's say your cell phone, okay? You've seen a lot of companies that'll say, oh, you get unlimited data on your phone. But you really only get, say, 2 gigabytes of 4G LTE data. And then after you get that after you finish that 2 gigabytes, they throttle you. Meaning they lower your speed. So you're back down to like...
Chris, you're really passionate about
else.
this thing, huh?
Yes, because I do a lot of...
Did you make up throttle?
I made up throttling, yes. But no, so once you pass that 2 gigabyte mark, now you're getting everything a lot slower. So if you tried to watch like a Netflix at 1080p, it wouldn't work because you wouldn't have enough speed. So you'd have to watch it at like standard definition or something
when
like
it's
that.
blurry?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, turn off the internet, turn it back on again.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Whew.
So that's what they were basically trying to do with the regular internet, like what you get from your internet service provider. So whether it's Verizon Fios, Cablevision, Comcast, doesn't matter what it is, at&t, all of those, they are all fighting for net neutrality to be killed. Now the interesting thing is the new FCC chairman, Ajit Pai, is a former...
Ajit Pai!
Ajit Pai. He is...
Ajit Pai, wow, that sounds
Ajit
like
Pai.
Satesi?
He is a former lawyer for Verizon. Let's think. He gets to be the chairman for the FCC, and now
So
what is he trying to do?
Does he lose his old job?
Yeah, he no longer works for Verizon.
But they're like, hey, Ajit!
Yeah, exactly. But if you look at it, you have all these companies, and they're big companies. at&t, Verizon, Comcast, huge companies that all paid money and donations for these people running for offices. And now it's like a little nudge, nudge. We hooked you up. Now it's our turn. So it's very similar to like the tax bill that just got passed. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff going for the corporations.
Right. No, well, it's Trump. It's the Trump era.
It's a Trump era.
It's
exactly.
wild.
It's terrible. Honestly.
We all thought it could happen, and it's happening.
For those that don't know, a couple years ago, I believe it was Comcast who told Netflix, you guys are using too much bandwidth. Pay us more money.
Right.
And Netflix was like, no. You're already charging the customer.
Yeah.
They're the ones paying
using
you
as a service.
Yeah, why are we going to pay extra?
Like you're holding a sausage here.
So they basically made it so everybody that was using, and again, I think it was Comcast, everybody that was using Comcast and watching Netflix was not able to see it at high quality. They were watching it, like you said, kind of blurry or something like that. So obviously that's pissing people off. So people are canceling Netflix. So what does Netflix do? They pay the money. So it's basically extortion in a way. Wow. Let's say you have Comcast and you don't like their service. Go get something else. But now, I don't know how it is. I'm thinking it's like this
I
around
came up
everywhere.
with this theory earlier.
And now we're going to talk about it.
Oh, but you're taking control of it?
I'm taking control
you're
of
the
it
genius. In the comment section, I is the smart one.
Yeah.
Fish
I'm
is
the
dumb.
smart one. Yes, exactly.
No, it's my theory.
Then go ahead.
All right, so, now, so the problem is they have only one service available to us in this neighborhood.
One real service. You got to emphasize that. There are other services.
No, like what?
Like, I honestly don't know the name of them because they're so terrible. But it's basically the equivalent. Like, let's say, for instance, I have 200 megabytes for $75 a month. Okay? My alternatives are like little tiny, like third party, whatever you want to call them, mom and pop shop internet companies.
Where?
Yes, look it up. They're there. But it would be like $50 a month for 20.
Do they have cable?
No, it's not. It's like the satellite. It's like DSL or whatever. It's not as good. It's not fiber optics.
Yeah,
it's not like top quality.
DirecTV I can get.
Yeah, like that
Even
type of
though
stuff.
I can't get it because I don't have the good.
But the internet companies are similar to that, where you would be paying. Like I said, like I have Optimum. And I get 200 for 75. This would be getting it. Your other options are $50 for 25 megabits.
From who?
From, I don't know, look it up.
Not Cablevision?
Not Cablevision, no. From like, Joe's Internet or whatever the heck it's called. It doesn't matter. But those are your options. You have other small internet providers that just cannot compare to what you're getting from your top tier ones. So it's really, it's a monopoly. And the reason that it's not technically is because of these little guys. Like, you can. I'm like, yeah, you can get something else, but it's going to be a lot crappier for the same amount of money. Think of the internet as a highway, okay? Right now, there's no speed limit. Yeah. Every lane can go the same speed. If net neutrality is repealed and these internet providers can do whatever the heck they want, what they're going to end up doing is having fast lanes and slow lanes. And that's the problem, because then it's like we said before, you'll have it charge you extra to have, to get higher quality Netflix. This is very important, and this can affect everybody. Okay? If this is passed and we lose net neutrality, it could affect porn. Now that affects everybody. They could block that. They could make it cost more to watch porn. Okay, that's people. That'll hit people. That hits everybody. Take away a man's porn, they're not gonna be a happy camper.
Chris,
it's true.
Yeah,
you know it.
It's true.
And I'm just saying, for all those people that don't think it matters.
But no, it's not true, because not everybody watches.
Not everybody, but I'm just saying.
Well,
that's
but the way you make it sound like a man's porn,
right
I
now,
feel like I should.
Yeah, but right now you can do it whenever you want. Right now you can go on the computer right now and put up any porn site you want. Whatever time you want. You can do whatever you want. If this passes, that might not be the case. And I'm just using.
No,
I'm
but
using
it also
as,
makes it funny, Chris.
Yes,
because,
it does.
Oh my gosh!
I know. I wasn't trying to be like super serious about it. It'll basically be like a cable type thing where you'll have certain channels.
Yeah. So in other words, people can't like type in stupid stuff and hack in. Now they will be able to after a little while, probably.
Yeah.
But they control what websites you can go onto, and I kind of remember that. Did that ever happen to us?
I think there have been times in the past before net neutrality was put into law where they could stop you from going places.
Like I remember being blocked. Now,
yeah.
In modern times, like you could be blocked, from watching Netflix or something on someone's Wi-Fi that doesn't want you.
Yeah, but that's a personal choice.
Doesn't want their employees either, like the hospital.
That's a choice. Right. That's done on purpose. It should, and that's
so you
that makes
control
sense.
the Wi-Fi and the server.
That makes sense. But it shouldn't be like the ISP saying, "No, you can't do it."
Yeah,
we don't want
service provider.
Yeah, they provide the internet to us. We do what we want with it. That's how it is right now. That's how you want it to stay. Now, obviously, yes, there are points that can be made where, they could block the bad stuff. Yeah, but they're not just going to block the bad stuff. They're going to block the good stuff, too. So, that is a problem, and I would...
No, they're not going to block it. They're going to make you pay for it.
Yeah, they're going to make you pay for it. You're going to be paying more than you pay now, probably. Or it's going to be in packages and stuff like that. Or there's going to be fast lane, slow lane, where you can be like, okay, you can watch this, but only at this speed. Or you can watch this only at this speed.
Only from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And then it's like I said, like let's say Netflix pays Comcast extra money. So now, if you have Hulu, they're going to be like, well, you're going to get Hulu's going to get throttle. It's going to be slow, but Netflix is going to be fast, or vice versa, or whatever else. Or Twitter will get better speed than
Vice versa
Facebook,
or whatever.
Yeah, it's just it's a crazy thing. It's taking everybody. Oh, America's free. Then let it fucking be free. Let the internet be free, just like it's been. Nobody should be in control.
Providing that stuff to us.
Yeah, but that's all they should be doing, and they're getting
If
paid to do so.
Are they doing like super good, or are they like, oh, we got to make layoffs and everything?
Well, let's see. Verizon.
Why shouldn't
AT&T,
they be able to do that? I mean, how are they stopped from doing it?
By the net neutrality laws that are in place right now.
Right.
That you have to give everybody equal speed for everything.
Do they have programs that would make it easy just to be able to turn that switch on once they get the okay to do it?
That I don't know, but I'm sure it would probably. Well, they probably have it in place because they've been trying to do this for years. They've been fighting when the net neutrality got put into place in 2015. They've been fighting it ever since. But what we want to do is have. What we need to explain to everybody is that this affects you. Doesn't affect you, it affects me, it affects you. It affects everybody.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
That's how important
political right here.
I'm gonna not really.
He included YouTube.
I included, yes, YouTube.
All you YouTubes.
Anybody watching this in the United States, I should say, because this is only here. Nowhere else is this being affected. We have to tell people that what they need to be doing. And again, read up on it. Don't just take my word for it, your word for it. Google it.
It's
look
easy.
It up.
It's all over their news apps.
You have a week to do so, everybody. 1 week, December 14th, is when it is getting voted on. So you do have time to. There are things you can do. You can contact your congressman and tell them that you want to keep net neutrality as is.
Me or them?
You can do it. They can do it. Everybody can do it.
I think you should talk to them.
You can contact the FCC directly, although. It is not easy to do. You can't just go to fcc.com and it'll be right there, vote for net neutrality. Not there. It's hidden. You got to go deep into tabs to find this shit because they don't want you to even know about this. So Google it. I will put links in the description for that.
Google it.
But definitely look it up because it is important for everybody. It matters to everybody. We've already lost that tax bill, killed on that. Let's not let this one. I mean, the likelihood is that it's going to pass anyway because, do they actually care what people think or say? No, not at all. So
it's because they own it and stuff.
That's right, and that's the problem. The government is basically.
So hold on a second.
They're doing favors for the big corporations. That's what this government does right now.